考定之道，皆英语之事，大学习之宜，皆文化之祸。接受 Q&A， 嘉盛家长会。
Hello everyone, this is Justro English Q&A. I'm Susan. You're watching the first WeMedia program about English and English study. In the last two programs, we talked about what English is, and I've proved to you why vocabulary and grammatical rules are not the most important thing in English learning. Well, today let's come to the option C, the quality inspection, which represents all the exams that are waiting. Well, if you use the metaphor I gave you, English is the house of bricks and cement you must build up, it would be very easy for you to understand why you cannot study English for the sake of exams, because no one wants to live in a house that is built purely for passing those inspections. As Kant once pointed out, humans are the purpose. So the shortcoming of exam-oriented English study has greatly damaged the credibility of Chinese students and their test scores. So that is why exams have been made more difficult and hard to be prepared within a short period of time. For example, the TOEFL IBT has replaced the grammar part with a speaking test, longer listening questions, and more difficult reading passages, and a comprehensive writing tasks which involves listening, reading, and writing. How can you prepare this within a short period of time? It's just impossible, okay? Well, these changes in the form of exams have set a higher requirement for all the students who are entrapped by utilitarian teaching, okay? Now let's return to the nature of English learning. This language should be considered more than an exam subject, okay? It's a useful tool. With China's accelerating openness, it's easy to understand why English will help you with your business and yourself, okay? So do not look at English as a mere subject for exams. So please stop doing superficial pronunciation practicing or cramming for exams. Please do not neglect the study of culture, religion, philosophy, and arts. No parents would want to see their money and years of hard work wasted. So please stop urging our child to seek help at the last moment or force them to hate English for the sake of all the unnecessary exams, okay? So please don't learn English for the sake of exams. Make it a useful tool. So the points of mentioning A and B and C is to warn you against the three biggest traps in English learning. Now you must know that your skills and abilities of using English is the most important thing. So you should really focus on training your skills. Good English is mastered through practice, in which your ability of applying your knowledge is well cultivated. So to summarize my whole analysis, English is a house, and it should be useful. So when learning English, you must finish the cycle of input and output, listening and reading to speaking and writing. Use good listening or reading materials to do Q&A, paraphrase, presentation, discussion, debate, and regular writing exercises. And these forms of exercises will be topics. I will talk about those in the future programs. Remember, these exercises should be done as many as possible. The more the better, okay? Now, only listening or reading makes you dumb, self-effaced, and low-yielding. But only speaking makes you wordy, hollow, and illiterate. So of course, if you do nothing about the cultivation of these four basic skills, you just remember words, do grammar exercises, or do literal translation, well, probably you will have to be a complete loser in learning English. So please be sure to increase the times you finish the cycle to get as many chances as possible to use the language. That'll be all for today. If you want to learn more details about learning English, please welcome back to the next Justro English Q&A.
到此一重千里目，谁知才上一层楼。